What's up, Sparkman family? It's your boy Sparkman, and welcome back to another video. Today we're discussing the top 10 cards you should have in your trade binder this August 2024. And well, first up here, we've been talking about a lot in our market watch. Dominus Purge. Obviously, Dominus Impulse is coming out in Rage of the Abyss, the other form of the Dominus cards coming out here, and it's looking pretty nice. I'm liking these Dominus cards, not gonna lie to you guys. And again, another card we've been talking about, like I said, on the market watch, that is just undervalued, underappreciated, and it's seeing a lot of play, but the price remains where it is. So what I will say to you is that I do see potential in this card moving up in price, especially if you have it in your trade binder. I do see potential for it to be moved at a higher price rate. And there's a lot of decks playing this card right now, whether they're maining it or they're side decking it. I'm seeing a lot of potential in this card being played. And I will say, Dominus Impulse, when it does come out eventually, I see potential in that card as well. So again, the Dominus Purge card does look great. I think it's a good pickup at this price point. I think it will increase to $15, maybe $16 down the line. But yeah, I see great potential for this card. I'm not gonna lie. And talking about Infinite Forbidden, again, I think a set that's very underappreciated just because we have Fiendsmith Engraver, and then all the other cards in the set kind of get overlooked because of that. So Silhouette Rabbit is another one of those great cards in this set that I do believe is also undervalued, right? We have obviously the QCR version of this being almost out of stock right now. It's like very low listing, and this version, obviously the Secret Rare, is still affordable, which is understandable, but at this point I believe the Secret Rare should probably be moving up towards $15-17 in my opinion. It hasn't gone there yet, but I expect this one to eventually get there sooner rather than later. But we'll see what happens here. Right now it's at around $9-10, and that's being sold around that price point. But again, I do see this one moving up in the future, and a good trade piece for your binder as well. And then talking about Infinite Forbidden, continuing on the conversation, Fiendsmith Requiem. Now, obviously, Fiendsmith Engraver being one of the more powerful cards coming out of the set, and that engine being just so powerful, just so great, that you have Fiendsmith Requiem at a lower price point, but it is a very viable card. Along with Fiendsmith Tract, we are seeing people start to play a little bit more Fiendsmith Tract, and I expect if cards get banned, I expect Fiendsmith Tract to kind of take its place in terms of more copies in the main deck. So not to mention Fiendsmith Tract too much, but I think Fiendsmith Requiem and Fiendsmith Tract are honorable mentions here as we're, you know, looking to really build up your trade binder. I want to try to include both, by obviously it's top 10, so I can't include both, but I'm telling you, Fiendsmith Requiem, Fiendsmith Tract, great pickups for right now at that price point. $9, I believe Fiendsmith Tract is at right now. Fiendsmith Requiem at $2 is an incredible pickup as well. So I'm telling you, with especially more support coming in Rage of the Abyss, this engine is only going to get more powerful, and those cards may go up even further in price because, again, that Fiendsmith engine is running in many different decks. It's even running in Yubel right now. So, you know, we have a lot of different ways of running this engine in a lot of decks, and it's good. It's so good. So definitely pick it up while you can at this cheap price point. Abyss Shark, obviously we're talking about Rage of the Abyss again, being one of the more amazing sets coming out very soon. A lot of water support, right? And with water support coming out, we have to look at Abyss Shark. Abyss Shark being one of the more powerful cards here in the water scene, especially from what is a very depressing set in Duels from the Deep, highlighting one of the better cards here from it. And it's seen its play. It's seen its play and high rise in the market at $12. Has gone down ever since then to $6-7. But I expect this one, especially being its only listing is from that set, and people not really picking up that set, but also that set being cheap, but people not willing to open it just for this card, rather just buy it straight out. I do see this one increasing in price. How much? Maybe back to that $12 price point eventually. But we'll see what happens once Rage of the Abyss comes out. But at this price point, at $6, I'm not gonna lie to you, I would pick it up if I were you. It's a great card, and that price point is really great considering it's its only printing of this card. And a lot of shark players use it, a lot of fish players use it. I expect a lot of water decks to be using this card. I mean, if you're not, I don't know what you're doing. And talk about water cards, we have to mention Totally Awesome. Totally Awesome being another just amazing, great card. People keep talking about this card potentially being hit on the ban list. Sure, it definitely can be hit on the ban list, but I don't think it's going to. Being that Rage of the Abyss is coming out, and we keep mentioning that set because it's a great set, but also it's a water set. So we're not going to ban or limit something with water support coming out. It's bad marketing for that set. So I do see potential in this totally awesome card to go up even further in value. And at this price point, in terms of if you're looking to pick up the rare or the ultra rare, which I rather would go with the ultra rare at that point, at least. You're going to look at a price point closer to $7, $8 at the ultra rare. This will go up to probably $5, $6. The secret rares probably go massively in the upwards direction. So I don't know when this one's going to get another reprint. Even if it does, I think it's still going to hold a high price point, at least the secret rare especially. So you're looking good all around. Totally Awesome is just, it's its name. It's totally awesome. So definitely have this one in your trade binder. 6 samurai cards are definitely one to take a look at. Now I'm looking at the super rare here from the raw yellow mega pack, just because obviously it was at $1. Yes, it hasn't gone up that much, only $2, but keep in mind, once that new set comes out and we have that 6 samurai support, a lot of the 6 sam cards are going to go up in price. They already are going up in price. I would pick it up if I were you, especially it's a fan favorite deck. It's a great deck. So you're going to see a lot of the cards moving up in the right direction, and you're going to have a lot of the Shien cards going up in price as well, especially if you're able to get your ultimate rare copy for a pretty cheap price point right now. I think you're looking good. If you wait longer, you're going to really miss out on probably a good price point where it is right now. And again, these price points you see here for just the Shien copy of the secret rare, the ultra rare, and the super rare, I think it's a great price point right now to pick up as well. And if you have your trade binder, it's a good piece to possibly move down the line as well, or even now as well if you're trying to pick up something else. Iron Thunder from Phantom Nightmare. This is the better version of Solemn Judgment, if you're asking me. I mean, why play Solemn Judgment when you can play Iron Thunder? It's just such a great card. Yes, you're using half your life points, same thing as Solemn Judgment, but you can also destroy any card that is in the same column that this card was in. So, I mean, it's an add-on effect on top of Solemn Judgment, making this a, like, 2.0 Solemn Judgment. I would pick it up if I were you. It's a great card. It's definitely not getting its reprint anytime soon. It's a newer set that just came out. So yes, the price point is not bad right now, but expect it to get worse as we move forward. And it's also a great Dynamorphia card for my Dynamorphia players as well. Heavy Storm, yes, this one's on the ban list. Obviously, you're gonna probably be like, why is this card on my top 10 list? The next 3 cards you're gonna see here is on the ban list, and the reason why is because these have potential to come off the ban list very soon. Whether it be this ban list or the next ban list, I do see potential it coming off. Now, it's a good trade pickup to have as well, because obviously you can see this one moving in the right direction in your trade binder, but also people wanting to pick it up earlier as well. At this price point, a really great price point. You can even, you know, finagle it to be a little bit more in your trade binder as well, because again, it's a old copy, right? 2008 copy of Gold Series from Heavy Storm. If you have a Hobby League one, good on you. If you have maybe a retro pack one, good on you. I mean, Heavy Storm is such a great card, and it has potential to definitely come off the ban list. And if it does, this one's going to see high potential moving forward as well. Now, obviously, we know the August ban list is happening this month because of the communication with Konami. So at the end of the month, if you had picked this up earlier, you're probably going to see a nice little price point in the right direction if this does come off the ban list. And talk about coming off the ban list, I have Predaplant Ver Anaconda. Why do I have Predaplant Ver Anaconda? This just got banned not too long ago, right? Yes, but there have been discussions about this coming off the ban list. It's a very broken card. Yes, I know, I understand that. But hey, if it does come off the ban list, we'll see a little stir in the market. We'll see a little stir in the meta and in the game. And we'll have potentially a bunch of different decks now competing for that top spot. Yes, Fiendsmith, Snake Eyes, Tempeyes, they're all very strong, but at least we put Predaplant Ver Anaconda in there. Maybe it has potential to move up other decks in the right direction as well. And talking about other decks in the right direction, Kashti or Riseheart may have potential to come off the ban list as well. Yes, it just got banned recently, but with a lot of things going in a very wayward direction in the meta right now, Kashti Riseheart may actually solve a lot of things going on with giving us another deck here to kind of, you know, potentially balance up some things here in the meta. Now, do I see potentially coming off the ban list? Yes. Why? Well, I own the Starlight Rare. I would like to see it come off, you know, make some profit here. But other than my own, you know, profit and gain, there have been a lot of talks about it. It does seem to be moving in the right direction in the market right now, even though it's banned. So maybe there's some word around Konami, some secrets going around that, yes, this probably is going to be coming off soon. So who knows what's going on here, but it's definitely all good pickups to have, especially if it's on the ban list, especially if it's at a cheaper price point. I would pick it up now. rather than later if I were you. But you let me know in the comment section down below what you believe should be in the trade binder this August as well. Love to hear your comments, love to hear your opinions. What do you think of the list I have right now? And yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. From yours truly, Sparkman. We'll catch you next one. Please subscribe and comment, and peace out, YouTube.